Goody guys, today I wanna show you how to make 4-strand round braid. Step 1. Separate strings into 4 groups. Pull string 4 rightmost string to the left, going under strings 3 and 2. Then pull it back to the right over string 2. Pull on the strings to tighten the braid. String 4 is now between strings 2 and 3. Pull string 1 leftmost string to the right, going under strings 2 and 4. Then pull it back to the left over string 4. Pull on the strings to tighten the braid. String 1 is now between strings 2 and 4. Repeat steps until you reach the desired length. You should see a vertical pattern forming from the braid. A round braid is a type of braid used for making jewelry, strings, straps, etc. out of string, yarn, twine cord, leather, and more. This braid requires an even number of strands, but 4 or 8 are most common. Choose the number of strands and the colors you want to use, then get started on your own 4 or 8 strand round braid. Decide on the colors that will appear in your round braid. Select just 1 or 2, or up to as many as 4, 8 or different colors depending on which type of braid you do. For a 4-strand round braid, 1 or 2 colors are typically used in different configurations, but you can use up to 4 different colors for each strand if you wish. For an 8-strand braid, typically 1 or 2 colors are used to create patterns, but you can use as many as 8 different colors for each strand. Don't worry about how neat or perfect this knot is, as you will likely redo it or use a fastening instead to complete your final braided item. If you're using letters to label your strands, you would be taking the D strand and placing it over B so that it is in between B and C. The order from left to right would then be A, B, D, C. Tighten the strands up toward your end knot so that the braid stays even. Make sure that the strands stay spread out in the same way as when you began, even though some will have changed positions. Remember to keep all strands carefully in place while you braid, whether laying them out neatly on a table or holding them firmly in your hands. Tighten the strands up toward your end knot to keep the braid looking even. If you forget what side you left off on at any point, you can tell which strand to start with, because either the rightmost or leftmost strand will appear slightly higher up where it comes out of your braid. This is the strand to move next. Pause occasionally if you are using very long pieces of material for your braid to untangle them at the ends. Ensure that you don't lose the order of your strands by holding them down with your hand or another heavy flat object while you gently untangle the end. And this is the final result of our 4-strand round braid. Hope you enjoy the video and subscribe. Thank you.